Alright everybody, today we're going to be playing the one-shot Warlock build, which we're going to gear, 0 to hero as standard actions. Perk-wise, we're going to run anti-magic. It's basically just going to give us magic resistance. Kind of useful. Malice, we're going to be using because our main damaging ability for PvP is going to be Blow of Corruption, and Increase Will increases the amount of damage that Blow of Corruption does. Second, we're going to do Dark Reflection, which basically just says people are going to hit us and they're going to take damage for it. Then lastly, Soul Collector, because it's going to increase the amount of magical damage that we do. And since we don't have any spells, we're not going to run out of souls. So we'll just be up to 6, and this will do more damage. Phantomize is our escape ability. So when we get jumped, we kind of just run away. Without any further ado, let's jump right into the game. Alright everybody, it's editing APOC, and I didn't really like the way I explained Soul Collector. So basically, Soul Collector is only on this build because there isn't actually a 4th melee perk. And it might affect the Dark Reflection when you stack it, because it's not a spell. But that hasn't been tested or confirmed yet, so yeah. Here's just a little damage representation of base Warlock. Absolutely nothing. The staff hit for 40, the Blow of Corruption hit for a little bit more. Going into the first game, we heard somebody busting things up. We're a little bit weak, so we're like, might as well heal up before we go into this engagement. When we see it, they could be a wizard, they could be a warlock. Oh, that looks like a wizard. We're just gonna bait out some spells like you typically do. Alright, so we want him to try to aim for behind this thing. He sees us on the left, we bait that out, and then we can just go ahead and push it. He tries to match the missile us, but that was just poor planning on his side. We hit him once with the Blow of Corruption, and he starts running, but he falls. And then he uses haste. I'm Phantomized, trying to catch up. Gives me a little bit of movement speed. But now he's invisible, and that's a little bit of an issue because I don't really know where he went. Oop, there he is. We're going to chase him down. Oh, well, here he is. Let's try to cut him off. And I fucked up. At this point that I lost him, so we're just going to fast forward for a little bit. I have no idea where this guy went. I decided to deal with some of the PvE because, they're aggroed on me. I'm looking around for him, and he just appears in my face. So yeah, that guy's dead. We do end up taking his gear, which is a nice upgrade from our base kit. A little bit later, we're walking around. We hear somebody. Oh, it's a rogue. It's a caped rogue. He's got all the mobs aggroed on him, and I've been shot with a crossbow. It's kind of annoying. I'm going to Phantomize to try to catch up with him, and just, to close the gap because he's got a crossbow. Phantomize is about to run out, so we bait out the crossbow shot. And then a little head shake no, because rogues are the easiest to kill with Blow of Corruption. At the end of game 1, this is what our inventory was looking like. I'm not going to bore you with the whole, trading system, but we ended up making 508 gold. And see here. As a small addition, this is the gear we left the dungeon with. Most of it came off of the wizard, and the pants did come off of the rogue, as well as the shadow mask. We hear somebody fighting a mummy, so we decide, hey, might as well go join in on this. We're watching him. I don't want to step on the trap. Blow of Corruption, there went half his health. He's backing away, and he jumped on the trap. That's unfortunate. He kind of looks like he gave up. Nope, it's a judgment, but he's dead. Next up, we hear somebody crossing a little bridge. We want to try to ambush them. I've been trying to do that a lot more often, but he ends up seeing me, so I decided I might as well push him. He's got all the mobs aggroed on him. He tries to go invis up, but somebody hit him and knocked him out of it. They're still aggroed on him, and he's stuck, so he just gave up. And we gotta clear out all the mobs just to get his body. Here's a little interaction I had with a player in the solo goblin caves.
Hey amigo, I'm a fledgling warlock. I don't have anything. I'm literally level 1.
Then I will spare your life.
I don't have anything, bro. I mean, you can kill me if you want, but I'm literally level 1.
I'm gonna lockpick this golden chest for you, and you can have everything in it.
Are you, man, are you sure?
Safe travels, my friend.
Wait, there's a lockpick. You can replenish your lockpick.
Good luck on your journey.
Hey, thank you, and you too. Are you a warlock, by the way?
Yeah, I'm the Blow of Corruption build. Coming into the next game, we were just minding our own business and somebody starts busting down the roof. We preemptively blow a corruption thinking he's going to drop down, but that's a fireball, so we back up to try to avoid it, but he knows where I am already. And then suddenly this here, I guess, fighter starts shooting at me. Yep, they got sprint. It's a fighter. I can't really keep up, and I can't put my weapon away either while I'm in Phantomize. He's got a lot of distance on me. I'm just going to close the door. Reset for a sec. He opens it again, but I got this protection pot off. He goes to shoot me. We dodge. And we missed the first shot, and he gets, quite a few off. But luckily, Blow of Corruption does a lot. Cheers. We're looting, and we come across another fighter. This is in the high roller caves, so everybody just tends to be a little bit more geared. I don't know what it's called in this game, but we're doing what I do in COD a lot, and it's called shouldering. Basically, you just peek out, try to bait shots. Trying to get him to, waste arrows over here. I see the pot there, so I'm guessing he's probably hiding in the dark. I heard the bow, so we're just going to go ahead and throw all of the flaming bottles at him. Except I've kind of, blocked off my method of pushing this guy. First throw was poor. We heard him. We decided to hit blow, and we're going to close the door and try to get out. Our inventory is filled with a bunch of good loot, so we're not going to get that off in time. We bait a swing out. He's still got a bow. Rather annoying. Phantomize, try to close the gap again. We could get in there with him, but... Oh, here he comes again. I figure the gate's probably open now. I was over here earlier. Not super keen on fighting this guy. He's played the space pretty well. And my Phantomize is down. I don't have a way to disengage, so we're just going to go ahead and get out of the dungeon. Checking his gear afterwards. Kind of happy that we didn't fight this guy, because he likely would have killed us. Into the next game, we find this bard. What you throwing drums for?
What?
What you throwing the drums for?
Damage.
Why are all the drums purple?
Huh?
You don't need purple drums.
Dude,
What's the damage on the drum?
purple drums are nice. 125.
Huh?
Yeah.
There's no reason a drum should do my entire health.
If you got fizz reduction, it's not gonna do it entire health. Just don't fight me and we vibing. I don't got beef with you, brother. I got beef with this ranger.
There's a ranger? Alright, so we do come across that bard from earlier, but bards are actually my nemesis. They scare the hell out of me. We decide, hey, we might as well just help him on this one ranger. Hope he leaves me alone after that. Problem solved.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
And yeah, he dies. It's all yours, homie.
What?
All yours.
Well, thank you.
Into the next one, we heard somebody walking around, so we're trying to ambush him here. They open the door, and we go for blow, and he phantomizes right through it. We do end up taking a shot from the archer. He goes up top, and there's another archer in the way. I don't really want to, be caught between the archer, a Zweihander, and that guy, because it's going to be, unfun for me. I'm just going to lose. We do back off, try to keep an eye on him, but we watch, and he's just going to run away. But then he closes the door, and now I've got all the aggro on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and deal with that. After that, we hear somebody walking underneath us. Being real stealthy. I'm assuming it's the Warlock, but we're going to check that out. Here we go. We don't see him. And it's a bard. He's fighting somebody. We kind of want to go fight this. But upon walking up, he just abandons it and then pulls out a drum. And as you can see, the drum just hit me for, you know, 90 plus damage. So we're gonna kind of run away. We're trying to dodge. And he's got another drum. We use the lantern there to block it. Except, lo and behold, he's teaming with a cleric. So we're gonna go down here. This is kind of the reason why we avoid fighting bards for this instance. We're hiding under the stairs trying to avoid the archery, get a little heals off. You can see the cleric's right over there, just buffing him up. Lots of fun. He thinks he hit me with the din. He did, unfortunately. We got a protection pot, but even through that, just one tapped. It's okay. And thus ends the run.